Welcome to another episode and video on my robotic arm with pneumatic hand, interface and compressor, and with robotic wrist as well. Last time I reconstructed the yaw engine that I've been busy with for some episodes now, and I created a frame attached to the lower arm and put a motor on this side, same kind of motor here, same kind of motor as here, and as with the pivots down there, and that seems to work. Well, I yet have to wire it, but apart from that, the construction seems better than on top of the elbow. It gives another problem that I initially had not foreseen. The hand is quite heavy. A motor is making it heavier, and yet this construction is even more making it heavier. Result of this is that with the lower gearbox right here, the sensors for up and down are not being reached all the time. And that's not quite nice, because that means that it doesn't know whenever the arm is up or down, of course. But there's something called weight, a counterweight. And that may be the solution to this problem. If you have seen this series from the start, you know that the arm was quite a bit longer, and I had to find a place for this counterweight, and this place was quite suitable. But now with the increased weight, I think that I should put the weight more to the backside of the arm, to see if that enables everything to be working normally. Physics says F is m times a. The physical moment is distance times power, force actually, not power. So when you have the physical moment, then you can make things easier or not. And in this case, when I then move the weight there, physical moment is increased and it should be working better. Apart from that, I still have to rewire this winch, and I put here well, an eye like this, and the wire should go from here to, well, here somewhere where the wire is still in it, and then to this contact point. Can I do the same here? Well, I hope so, because otherwise it's getting a real problem. Also a problem is this part, how does the wire go? How can it go? So there are still a few challenges left, and I want to start with wiring and then see if I can relocate the weight, the counterweight. So let's see whatever happens. So how to deal with this? Well, I've made two small combinations of parts. One thing is for the to be applied wire, which is simply constructed like this, and this goes right here. So now, and I can shift this like so, and then the wire goes somehow through here, and then I have to find a solution for this so that it can safely go here and ultimately here. But I have two electrical wires as well, and there is here a solution. I take by this one. Can we put here or whichever way, and then put the wires in here, so they are guided and they kept away from this wire. It's a bit safer. Then next is apply the wire. And then I see that things are still applied in the old way. So I start from here. No, from here. And we'll see how things go. All experimental. So, how does this work out? And of course this wire has to go through the winch as well, but for now let's do it without. And then this is a point that I don't like. So how to deal with this? Is there a way to avoid this point of view? Or point of passing anyway. Let's think about that. And with this new construction I do avoid the wire going over this edge. However, if I pull this tight and I let's say I do as if the winch is working, then whatever happens is this. So this is way too flexible. To avoid this happening, I decide to make the same construction as here. I already constructed it, so that's a nice idea. There's just one thing that I have to prepare first, which is that right on this place there is a reinforcement connection just like this one, which I have to move down if possible. Well, it is possible, but it takes some effort. And then put this in this way, connect it with this existing stuff, and then have it like this. So it takes a bit of reconstruction, but I'm doing that anyway. So let's for now remove these wires. Remove this one. And take out this. Well, this I will still need. One way or another, in either direction. This one I will still need, but this can go for now. And this part can go for the moment, because I need to move this one. So let's see how that ends up. So this whole construction is now applied. It looks more robust, but is it? So I grab the wire, which has to be just under tension, and let's see whatever happens to the hand in this case. Well, this is now as robust as possible, I think. This wire goes free here, but alright, let's pull this. Okay, let's just really pull this through it. And then, with considerable force, the yaw movement is working. So, that means that this motor and this gear will have to withstand, or first deliver. This motor has to deliver enough force. Then this gear, which is perpendicular as you can see, and the winch need to be able to hold such a force and manage to get it, because now I know that it can work, but will it? That's a very good question. Is this gear in construction perpendicular, as I said, is that capable of such a thing? I'm very curious about that. So to find out, I actually should do that. And after doing so, and yeah, how to do that is a good question, because I have to put it on the winch as well. Then I will pay more attention to the counterweight. Anyway, let's wire it to the winch. I now rewired the parts that could be rewired, and one thing that is what was noticeable is that I have to take in mind that the let through part of the winch, where the wire goes through, is on that side. So in order to let wires not be tangled, this is starting point, go through here, wind it up, and then go through here. So now when you wind up, the wire should get well straight through. Another thing is that when I just tried to move it, I noticed quite some flexibility here. Well, flexibility is caused by this axle being flexible, plastic, but also this may not be a very robust connection, so I may have to reinforce this here as well, and then see whatever happens. Question is, well, not how to do that, which is quite easy with the parts. So I need one block this way and one block that way and connect it, and then this should be flexible enough. Will it be strong enough to push the two gears really together so it doesn't slip? That is a different question, a very different one. But all I can do is try out and test. So with this new finding, I will do this first and then finally do the weight, counterweight. And of course nothing goes as planned because there was a height difference. This difference was just too short for a whole block, so I have now one half block and two red parts that I have here and on many places elsewhere. So this is the connecting part. And of course that doesn't go as easy either. So this is hopefully robust enough. So this doesn't move as easy. And all I can do now is see if when I engage the motor that it really works. That the perpendicular gearing doesn't slip. So I won't do my own program, I will just engage via the diagnosis. Let's try. And that is slave motor 4. Oops. So what happens? Whoops. It winds and unwinds, but I already hear it slip here. And well, the yawl works kind of. Here it goes. All right. So yeah, kind of. And that's all I can make of it right now. So let it be for now, and shift focus to the counterweight. So counterweight is, as you can see, right here, and I want it more to the back, and I want this one more to the back. So let's start here. This is the easiest part to do. That is one thing. And how about this? Because I want to keep this in place, because it has a connecting function to this part, like this one. And yet I want to shift the weight back. So, and this one is already quite tight to the arm. So I better introduce another one. I think that's best. And it is a 42.4 length. And I'm not even sure I have that one left. I should, but let's first see if I can make this go away. This is one thing. Alright, so this one going right here for now. Will this slight change already help? And if so, then this vertical gearbox with a sensor right here and down there should be visible on the diagnostic screen. So I'm very curious if this is enough to see some difference. Let's hope and see. So time for the test. Opening the interface. Yes. Then I need those inputs with the motors. Now, which ones are they again? 9 and 10. So that means 1 and 2 on the slave. Is that true? Motors 9 and 10. No, that's not true. It's 2 and 3 on the slave, if I'm entirely correct. So, although I can use, let's be entirely sure. Yeah, it's even motor 1 on the slave. So, there it goes. Yep, that's one. And that's without any problem. Yep. Although that is not without a problem. So let's reverse. No problem there. And no problem there. And this is speed 1. And they are operating speed 2. So let me speed 2. Yep. And speed 2. Yep, no problem there. So this is much quicker and much lighter than last time. So the change of the weight and the change of the wire certainly helped. Quite a relief, no problem anymore. So I don't have to extend the arm either, as I was afraid that I had to do. So, problem solved. What next? Last part of this video. A successful reconstruction with the yawl. A successful relocation with the counterweight. Although I'm not quite convinced that the yawl really does work the way I like and want. But that's for next time, I think. For now, the rerouting, rewiring is nicely done. Haven't tested it yet, but I trust that it will work. The only thing that I'm quite sure that won't work correctly yet is the whole working together of the sensors, because last time I still had to press this sensor for the yawl, no, for the roll, in order to get the new yawl working, and then it was the question if the lower gear would work. So now this the lower gear stuff works better for the increased weight. For the rest, it has to be seen. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet and like. Leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Like and give a comment. Much appreciated. Please donate to keep the videos coming to you. Also very appreciated. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned either just on my website or on my website and with the video, depending on the pledge you make. And this will be continued. For now, bye bye.